Today's message is, are you a messenger or are you a real estate agent? So what's the message? I've been talking to a lot of people, buyers, sellers, agents, and I've been watching transactions. And I see a lot of agents that are, they're messengers. They go to the buyer and they say, what do you want to do? I want to make an offer. How much is your offer? Then they go to the seller and agent and they say, my buyer has an offer of X amount of dollars. And the seller's agent says, the counter is X. And they turn around, go back to the buyer and they say, the seller countered at Y. And the buyer says, okay, let's do that, or let's do this. The agent never participates in any part of the transaction. All they do is go back and forth, which anybody can do. You don't need a license for that. Don't get me wrong, you do need a license to perform real estate, but you should be, again, developing your craft. You should be asking your buyer and explaining to your buyer the ramifications of the appraisal, contingency or not. You should be explaining the cash out of pocket. You should be explaining what the outcomes might be. I see a lot of agents that don't do that. They just mimic and go back and forth with a message. I've seen a lot of things this week that make me think the market should be adjusting a little bit, but it's stuck because, in my opinion, the buyer's agents and the seller's agents, who in many cases are new, are not adopting or adapting to a changing market. They're going to the buyer and saying, hey, we have multiple offers over asking price. And the buyer's agent is going back and saying, we need to raise the price of our offer. You know what? Start practicing a little bit and pulling back and saying, we're withdrawing our offer, or that is our final offer. I did that with someone in Jacksonville who's buying, and guess what? We told them 6 o'clock is your deadline to accept, or we're withdrawing. It was a good offer. We saw the comps, and 30 minutes later, we had a contract. Here on Brickell, we submitted an offer, and the seller said nothing, did not reply to us for a week, for days, kept asking them to contact us. I finally challenged them and made them give me a call, and they said, we have three offers over asking price. And I said, that's pretty odd because there's 3 other units in the building that are higher up in the building for the same price. So we know your listing price is high. And I said, you know what? I'm so curious that I'm going to keep an eye on this when it closes and see what it closed for. At that point, the listing agent said, well, that's not what I meant. We have 3 higher offers than what you're offering. Oh, guys, don't be a messenger. Start doing your job and getting information and helping things flow. Don't go with the flow. Create the flow. Write that down. Somebody write that down. You can coin it. Give it back to me. See you later. Thanks for joining us. Again, the Adept Agent. Look for my classes. Please subscribe. I'll subscribe back to you. Ciao.